Hello and welcome back to another session of GitPython development. It's Byron speaking. And there is a new issue here that says, well, some systems with non-English locales fail in some cases. Wow. So that is new. I might have a look at this as well. Currently insufficient fixes here. Let's see. Start the process, make sure it's C, locale. Yeah, it seems to be, I mean, this thing here, I don't know if it's really related to the locale that is set. Maybe the locale also implies an encoding of stuff. It looks more like there is a branch name that, yeah. that is containing some sort of special character, huh? Because this implementation here, let's have a look at this, by the way. So 241 from line. Yeah, looks like it tries to decode as ASCII or something, or UTF-8, we will see. So GitPython. I might also want to get me a shell here. And there we go. 2.7 git tests test remote. That should just work. But besides that, yeah, let's kick out a few of these things and start fresh. Very fresh. So it's in parse line 241 remote 241. Okay. That's interesting. And is it required to have to do this, to have a branch with some sort of, what is this, by the way? That's E0 jour. And I wonder, so that's the character that it couldn't process, right? It just yeah. Where do we get, I mean, the lines, they should just be bytes, right? We read lines, bytes here, even though I'm not sure about this. Let's have a look. From line, where is it called? Okay, decode default encoding. So we decode this stuff to strings. Wait, the fetch line, how do we get that? Fetch info lines. Fetch lines for in fetch info lines. So here somewhere we do the decoding. So the cool thing is the decoding works, so it's UTF-8 there. Otherwise you would get nowhere. If we look at this, then we say, yeah, it's UTF-8. Okay, so that's expected, at least. And I think all we have here is some sort of special character, Unicode converter. So maybe I have something here that allows me to put in this. Convert number. Yeah. Hexadecimal, that one. Show ASCII. So, what is it now? What's the character here? Show me. Convert. Maybe this is not the right notation for him. Maybe it's something like this. UX, I don't know. It also doesn't tell you if it doesn't like it or not. Hex code points. Yeah. Convert, so what do you say? I would like to see the ASCII character that relates to this, but it doesn't. Maybe it does. So it seems to take it literally here, huh? There's not even a conversion. No code points found. Maybe E0. Oh man, I have no idea. Whatever. Yeah, so that apparently doesn't help me. Maybe I can just use Python here. I don't want to spend too much time on that anyway. So how do I make him parse this? Apparently Rust doesn't work here. So that's exactly one character. Good. So it parsed it. It's just the way it shows it. How do I make him print this as the character that it is? Ah, look at that. What kind of character is this if my shell can't handle it, huh? That's weird. Okay. But E0 is something that it can handle. What's the decimal number, by the way? It seems to have total trouble to deal with that. Whatever. Yeah. Not even a decimal number it wants to show me, but anyway, that doesn't matter. Let's kick it out. All right, so here we have something at least. It's a special character, and I guess, well, I could try it. I could have a branch name that uses such a character, and then probably I can reproduce it. Test remote. So at some point I probably create a test repository here. Create head. Okay. Verify we can handle prune when fetching. My one for deletion to be pruned later. So maybe I can just put in the special character here. And it will fail as well. What do you say about that? And let's have a look at this kind of special thing again. There is a space. This is a branch with a very special character and a space in there. Gee. So yeah, let's put a space in there first because I've never tried that. And let's see if that still works. It does. And what about this? Good. What's the problem? Wow. That might be an unrelated error, though. Might be a... Connection refused. Yeah, usually the good daemon... Ah, look at that. The daemon is actually crashing or something because it can't handle the special character itself. Or is it? No, it works. Weird. Okay, there's just some sort of hiccup related to the daemon that can't start itself automatically, but it happens more often than usual, huh? Previously just worked. Right? Not right. Kind of is screwed up now. Do we have it somewhere? Is it still in the background? Ah, crap, good. No, not really. Good, so far I was unable to reproduce this, but I also kind of ignored the fact that I should set my locale to something else. Remote fetch. I mean, this is obviously related to the remote that it tries to fetch, so I'm not really, I don't really know if this is supposed to be, if this is really needed to reproduce it, because after all, you know, I don't even have a real repo here, and this will not help me to reproduce it, so I will just ignore this for now. And yeah, I would like to set something up here. I don't understand the test anymore, that's the problem. That allows me to create such a branch. And then fetch it. 214 it was, huh? 241, huh? So why does that not match? And it tells us, so the left-hand side doesn't match. Maybe it's not, maybe it just doesn't parse as word character, this thing. I think that's it. I think that's all. Yeah. I would like to reproduce it anyway, but looking at the regular expression, I have no idea how I can put in such a special character. It's after all just UTF-8, right? So why would this not work with, if I say word characters? Maybe it's not a word. Maybe I can get this by looking at the character viewer. Maybe Google is smart enough. So XE0. XE0, can it be that this just means, yeah, it's a 128, damn it. How do I do this? An integer is required. What was the conversion here? Maybe int? Ah, come on. Yeah, I don't need that. How do you convert into CHR value or something, huh? Damn it, I forgot. Built in. Do I have it here? Do I have CHR here? Yes. So let's find it. Uni CHR maybe. Oh no, wait, that is still not the right thing. It's the same as CHR. Maybe oct? Damn it. Maybe there's some help. Yeah, ORD. Exactly. Yes, that's that. 224. Maybe this helps. Ah, look at that. À jour. This is what we get here. Now, now we have it. Awesome. So let's try that again. So for now, I would just, you know, drop this here and see what happens. Probably it's the same thing. You know, if you encode it that way or that way, it shouldn't matter. Yeah, non-ASCII character. Yeah, I can actually tell it that this can contain non-ASCII characters. I wonder why this is not the case here. I think these files here, they have it all the time, huh? Coding UTF-8. Yeah. So let's tell it that it's UTF-8 encoded, which is true. Now this will at least compile. Interesting. It works nonetheless. But maybe we didn't fetch that one. I would still love to create other heads. Huh. That's the only ones. Where do we fetch stuff? Yeah, it's quite convoluted. Quite difficult. So here's the remote repo. Where do we get that? Yeah. Do test fetch. Huh. I would still wonder how we even get the remote repo. I think here it happens. With our W remote repo there, it creates clones of our own repo at the given tag, and then things happen. So the remote repo, what happens to it? And that's the only one where we do that. It doesn't seem to yield the expected result. Maybe if you create a head explicitly. A jour, huh? What do you say now? Well, that works. So might have something to do with the encoding or with the locale. Okay, but okay, if I do this manually now, get remote v, what if I clone this one? Oops. What if I clone this one? Oh. And run IPython here so that I can then initiate a fetch, import git. Ah. Really? Yeah, well, I don't have to actually start it there. I can also just use this shell here or go there. So does it work now? It does. Awesome. So R is git repo. This gets it at the... Oh, actually you want it at the temp directory, huh? So it's temp GitPython. And now it's remotes origin. What do they do here? I think they just fetch, right? Remote fetch. Yeah, so this should do nothing except for giving us the fetch info. Fine. But also, we might also, I mean, this is now using a path, not the daemon or anything else. So maybe this also relates to this. Anyway, so now if I create a new, we have 4 branches. If I create a new branch that it shall be called Azure, like that. This is not a valid branch name. Look at that. That is interesting. Yeah, we'll just keep this here. So that is not a valid branch name yet. This branch name... now I get it. It has nothing to do with a branch name. I'm dumb. This has something to do with a localized Git. This is why you need that. Now I get it. Shoo. And this is something Azure means, I mean, we can't handle this, right? Do we care about this? Yeah, sure, look at that. Azure means what? Azure. German. No, give me Azure, please. Bis dato, probably it's up to date. Mise à jour, up to date. I guess it's up to date then. Look at that, we can't handle this, man. And why does it happen? Because the language, yeah, maybe we have to set, maybe the point is that we have to set more variables, huh? GetPy. Why is it so difficult to get the GetPy here? Or is it git command? Yeah, here, that's the one. LC all, LC messages. There is a little consistent. So it's consistent output regardless of the system language. Okay, so that doesn't work yet. So probably you want LC all. Let's just set everything, man. LC all is C. And language is, I don't know. What is my language? Oops. I don't even know if that is. I probably don't want to put that typo in there, but maybe I want to. No. Echo language. LC. C type. Huh. I mean, in theory, if I would set these variables, I should get French for Git, because Git uses this. Maybe that's not enough to get this locale though, but maybe it is. Okay. So my test here was worth nothing. Good to know. Let's try to set the locale then to something else. I mean, basically I want to find out if I can figure out a combination of LC variables here that makes sense for me. LC all. Let's find all these locale related variables. Look at that. Locale. Ah. That is that. So LC all. What did we use previously? LC messages. Maybe we want LC all, huh? And lang. I don't know what lang is supposed to be. Maybe English? EN? I can override an individual setting. Uh-huh. LC all. So what happens if I do LC all is this, then I call git. Huh. Maybe because I have the English Git version? Or maybe I want lang? No. I know I'm kind of hesitant to change the locale of my entire system, but maybe that's not a problem on language and region. Maybe I can just change it on the fly. Française. So if I set this up, does anything happen? No. Okay. Format language, dates, times, and numbers. How do I change my entire system's language to something else? Scene, menu, and dialogues, times, and currencies. Okay. So how can I make this my primary one? Can I make this my primary one? I have no idea. Do I have to log out and log in again? I guess I have to. And also that is something I don't want, so I guess I want to have a virtual machine here. We're 27 minutes in, and I have achieved nothing so far. I would love to be able to get my git command into some French mode here, but apparently that's impossible. Git source. So is there any place where I find jour, maybe? No, that's probably... Yeah, I have no idea where to find that. It's probably in some locale related stuff, huh? FR, French, English. I don't know. Oh, I didn't even check it out. Look at that. Yeah, to save space. Fine. Let's enforce the checkout. And now we might have some locale. Local settings is probably not that. French. Locale. Okay. Sane locale independent ASCII C type. No surprise and works assigned on time. Yeah. Local char set. Is there any way to... But only setting LC messages as we do creates a problem since we declare an encoding. Okay, so there's something about that here. LC messages, LC C type, maybe... Oh look, LC messages, LC C type. That's what they do. maybe you should do the same thing. GitPython. So they do that, huh? And maybe I can do the same. LC messages. LCC type. Lang. I have no idea. I had some tab open here that showed me how that can look like, right? Lang, look, it's always this format here. So I guess I might have a chance now. No, it's still totally English. Damn it, you. Yeah, I'm kind of poking around here. LCC type git source. Let's have a look at this again. Locale. So this trick arranges for messages to be emitted in the user's requested encoding, but avoids setting LC type from the environment for the whole program. This primarily done to avoid a bug in blah blah blah, which is triggered if your blah blah blah. This commit contains ISO encoded author name. Yeah. Even if it wasn't for that bug, we wouldn't want to use LCC type at this point because it would require auditing all the code that uses C functions whose semantics are modified by LCC type. All right, but only setting LC messages as we do creates a problem since we declare the encoding of our PO files. PO files, is that the files that are dealing with the internationalization? Huh. On git init. Okay, what if I do git init? Huh. Yeah, it doesn't really care about the locale. I can't reproduce this at all. Whatever I do, LC all is maybe also that. Nope. Nothing. So long back. Is this a repository I can try myself? Probably not. Azure. Yeah, I mean, even if the regular expression would match, you would possibly not be able to interpret that. The thing is, I think what happens is that the remote, that's the remote end, right? The remote server tells us that. I think that's the problem here. And we can't do that. So the regular expression doesn't work in that case for some reason. I don't know why. I do now. Wait a moment. Yeah, now I got it. Okay, I will not try to reproduce this because I think what's happening here is that the remote end is configured to be French. And I'm not sure what the remote is set up like. And if this is all local or not, but in any case, the remote, well, I don't know actually, if the remote end would provide localized messages based on our own locale, probably it would be doing that. Yeah, well. Yeah, probably it would be doing that. So probably there are two vectors here. First, we try to set even more somehow. Is lang a valid? I mean, lang C, is this valid? Even? I don't know. Can I reproduce this at least, by the way? Yeah, that totally works. But LC all should be doing it, huh? As well. Totally. Yeah, well. LC messages. Or overwrite everything with LC all. Yeah, so I think the best thing I could do here is use LC all. The C locale is a special locale that's meant to be the simplest locale. You could also say that with the other locales are for human, the C locale is for computers. Yeah, so I want the C locale. Good, LC all. Attempt to force all output to plain ASCII English, which is what some parsing code may expect. Okay, that could be something. Yeah, I think that is the best thing I can do here. Even though I cannot reproduce the issue with Git per se on my machine, maybe it's also because my Git just has no other locale but the English one. So I probably wanna do this as described here. You know what? I think I want to try it at least once. So let's try it. Let's not be lazy, huh? 36 minutes in. So that's the only change I think I can do here. And let's have some Xubuntu. Do I have another one? This one. That's a server version though. Yeah, I kind of would prefer to have some UI version so that I can possibly undo this. The cool thing is that possibly I'll be able to reproduce it just by running the test, because this up-to-date thing will also show up in the standard test then. Let's try that. So that should still work as good as bad as before. As good or as bad as before. It does. Yeah, unfortunately now I have to update this thing and actually wait for this. Damn it. Oh no, so many updates. Well, why don't you do it then? That was kind of unexpected. Didn't open up that machine in a long time, apparently. Okay. I would want to reproduce this at least once. Now that the package system is working, I also can totally forget to do anything like changing the locale. I hope this at least is more or less fast here. Not so much, huh? Well, now it's getting somewhere at least. Alright, that's gonna take a while. Let's prepare commit, because that's as good as it gets. Related to which one? 290, huh? Refactor. Actually, it's a fixed git command. Use LC all instead of LC messages. Previously, only program messages were forced to the C locale. Now we force the entire program. That way, we should assure the a remote will not provide us with branch information in any other language but English. Yeah. This should work. This should do something, even though I have no idea if it actually does do something. Maybe that's all. How far is he? Takes a while. Yeah. Let's prepare a comment, maybe. Maybe let's push this. Because that should still work. I shouldn't have broken anything. There we go. Yeah, so that doesn't matter anyway because that was never about a branch. I'm still trying to reproduce the issue on a VM, however, but have nonetheless provided a potential fix. You might be able to verify it earlier than I do. I will, however, keep you posted. Well, let's see how that goes. So I will just terminate the session here and maybe cut the stuff together. Thanks for watching and have a good day. So this is part 2 of the previous session that I kind of finished with my standard phrase. I apologize for that because we are not yet done. The machine is back up. It did its updates and whatnot. So in theory, we should now be able to set the locale to something else. I'm a bit afraid. I hope I can set it to English again. What's my locale, by the way? Locale is English US, so let's keep that in mind. Oops. Can I just copy this? I can. So that should do something, huh? Ooh. Fear. The worst thing is that I might not be able to understand my own system afterwards. So yeah, possibly Git is now French. No, Git is not French. Do I have to log out and log in again? Oh, look at that. Locale again. Maybe that's not all. Ah, so I can do this manually per shell. That's good. Maybe that's enough, huh? LCL, is that enough? Good. LCL is French, but let's set the language, huh? Because this is also something I should have set. Language. Maybe I have to set the language explicitly as well, because Git seems to be affected by this, right? So let's try that. Git. Huh. You know what? I think I have to kind of get the French GetLocale as well. Do I? I mean, what's date doing now? See, date is totally French now. Everything is kind of French now, except for Git. Maybe it wants to have lang as well. Git init foo. Really? Oh yeah, so my shell is already totally French here. That's very, I'm quite afraid of this. I hope this is not the default now. Who? But I think not, huh? Anyway, I can live with that somehow. So, yeah, I'm still not getting a French Git. App cache search Git. Do I have to get some additional locale stuff? Maybe. Where's Git? Git. Git all, Git, I don't know. Git extras. Locale, is there something? Localized messages, yeah, but not for Git. Well, that's not specific enough. Yeah, well, I have no idea. Locale. So here we have French on the right shell. What happens if I open up a new shell? Is it English? It is. Good. Okay, that's my French shell, but Git is still totally English. Git init, nothing works here. Even though everything that is related to the locale is totally French. Cannot reproduce. Maybe I should try it. Import Git. Remote. Maybe I can reproduce it. Let's try that. So I try to fetch my own remote now, and that totally works. Why does it work? Because the remote was English. So maybe this is the fix that worked for us, or not. But I'm supposed to be, I mean, the problem is that my Git is totally English, no matter what I do. Locale. Yeah, have to use this one. Git, maybe there is a setting for the locale. Another one, GetLocale. Oh, there we go. I would like to keep it. So it takes this one, right? If lang doesn't work, try LCL or language. Well, LCL, this is what I'm doing. Yeah, so LCL seems to be the most powerful one, huh? Because language which takes precedence over lang is set and unchanged. Look at that. Language takes precedence. Language takes precedence. Okay, so maybe I also want to set language then. Gives preference to language over LCL and lang for the purpose of message handling, but you still need to have lang or LCL set to the primary language. This is required by other parts of the system libraries. Okay, so I probably want to also set language, right? That's correct. Language, yes. Let's mark it according to stack overflow this variable. Oh no. That's too long. Let's shorten it. Copy. To stack overflow. And I also should test the ascii flake 8. That's the most important thing here. Yeah. So anyway, according to this, we are setting language as well, just to be sure. That might be the second commit here in our list. So that works. That still works, hopefully. And I guess the tests are unaffected by that, but we should see soon anyway. Okay, so that still works. Nice. Good. Let's make another commit here and call it related to 290. Fix git command, set language as well. This is a preemptive measure based on this. Good. I think that could be something. So now I feel even more comfortable about that. But that's still all I can do. So anything happens here? No. Yeah, I can't reproduce it, damn it. My Git won't change. That's the thing. I think that's the kind of last words here. Please try the latest master. Even on a virtual machine, I was unable to get Git into non-English mode for some reason. Any other program I used, for example, ls or date, reported in French as expected. So that is that. So we can mark it for 1.02 because it's already in there, and we wait for feedback. That is that. Cool. I hope this fixes itself. Thanks for watching and have a great day.